I'm trying to eat bok choy, and it's pretty difficult to chew silently.
I can't believe audio poison.
Oh, I love that that's the part where the stream started.
I can hear it echoing.
Here, let me mute myself. I forgot to add a whole dialogue box on this page, so I had to go back and add it.
No.
It helps, though. It makes it sound a little bit better. Well, I decided, you'll be proud of me. I cut off 2 pages that I was gonna do to submit. So now I'm only doing 6 pages instead of 8 pages.
That's good. This is progress.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just like, I think I just need to get over this hurdle, you know, and like submit and then move on to something else and then just like wait for whatever happens.
Yeah.
And so I just want to, you know, get it done as soon as possible and try not to think about it too much.
Good.
And hopefully cutting those 2 pages won't make a huge difference in the quality of the pages. So
yeah, I mean, I assume that's why they want you to give them character designs and stuff like that, because they don't expect you to
have a ton of pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm starting to feel a little bit better about like the rendering style.
Good.
You know, like I had a moment that I guess was kind of cool where I was like stressing because, you know, I would look at the artists that have really influenced me, like just each of the individual ones, and I'd be like, oh, you know, like I just really want to capture the look that they have. And then I had a moment where I was like, well, I'm not just influenced by that one individual artist. I'm doing like the line work of these 2 artists and the how I choose my colors from this artist and like all of that. So it's like I'm trying to be like an amalgamation of all of my inspirations. And that was kind of a nice thought to be like, it won't look like any of them individually because I'm trying to, you know, experiment with all the different things that I like.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
it's
that's the thing, right? Like, only you can make your work. So even if there's work that you really like and you really like wish that you made, that art is something that only they can make, and the thing that you make is something only you can make. So like, there's value in it being different from your inspiration.
Yeah. Because I don't want it to look exactly like inspirations. I just like, I was struggling because I was like, I guess it's just me thinking that my stuff isn't as successful as the ones that I'm inspired by, but you know, it's, you know, there's different things that I do like about the things that I'm making, even if it's hard to see that sometimes.
Well, and also like, I don't know, you're gonna inherently be critical, but whether it's successful or not is subjective. Like, even if somebody in the world thinks it's not, there will still be people who think it is. You know?
Yeah.
It's not as much of like a solid thing as your brain makes it seem.
I'm gonna try and finish eating the soup super fast while there's still only me watching the stream right now.
I think there's a person or two on my Twitch.
Oh,
They're
well,
being forced to listen
apologies.
to your garbage.
Apologies. I'm a mess.
It's okay. Maybe they have us on mute.
It reminds me of the time that we were eating soup while recording our D&D session.
And it was just horrible, awful, no good audio poison the whole way through.
Wasn't that bad. I think it's because we were just talking most of the time while we were eating. Once we were actually playing, we were done.
Yeah. Well, and then I was fidgeting. And Emma was like, stop that! And that only made me want to do it more.
It was so funny.
Oh, today I was so tired for some reason. It's not like I did anything different than usual, but I was so tired today. And so instead of
How's your B12 levels?
I mean, I don't know. I can't test my own blood. But I was so tired that I instead of eating lunch, I took a nap. Which is fine, except that I forgot that I had a meeting right after lunch. And the person I was supposed to meet sent me a message that was like, is this still happening? And I woke up 30 minutes later, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought this was at 1:30. No, I didn't. I knew it was at 1 o'clock. I just fucking straight up slept through it.
That's so funny.
Whoops. I promise I didn't mean to. I promise I just turned around, saw my dog sleeping and sunbathing, and felt very jealous.
Yeah, it took me way longer to make the ramen than I thought. And then after that, I took Ronan for a walk. So I didn't really start drawing today until like 3 or 4.
Mm. Yeah, I had a early morning meeting today, and one of my coworkers sent me a message that was like, "You look how I feel, dead inside." Thanks.
Damn.
But also, that's a fucking mood. That's it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Ready to sleep forever. It was just funny because he was like so direct, and he's technically above me, like in hierarchy. So it's just sort of funny that he was so blatantly like, this meeting sucks.
It's so funny.
It was mostly just because they were talking about like technical stuff that we didn't understand. So we were just like waiting for the technical conversation to be over.
I wish I would stop getting spam emails for how to burn fat. It doesn't make me feel good.
Aww. Yeah, when I went to the doctor, she said something like, have you gained any weight lately? And I said something like, yeah, probably. I'm gonna give you a big fat yeah. And she like looked over my records, and I guess before I had my rest reduction, I was much lighter, and then I came in like for one of the checkups, and I had gained a bunch of weight, and I've since lost some of the weight from that checkup. So
your body's just in flux.
we're just going on a nice little roller coaster ride. But also it was funny to me because in order to qualify for a breast reduction, you have to be a certain BMI.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like on the edge of that when I qualified for the breast reduction. So I got a breast reduction and then I gained weight. So I probably wouldn't like qualify if I had been this weight then.
That's so funny.
Whoops.
Yeah,
COVID, man.
Yeah, when I went, I just keep gaining weight every time I end up going to the doctors. I can't even believe.
I mean, I've been like actively trying to move more and do stuff and eat better and lose weight. But I didn't have a scale, so I had no idea like what if I was making any progress. So I ordered a scale off of Amazon and it came in, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to find out if I've made any progress, how much progress I've made. And I turned on the scale and I weighed myself, and I weighed the same as when I started making an effort, and I was like, man, you don't gotta attack me like that.
Yeah, it takes time, which is a bummer. She doesn't look too Christmassy, does she?
No.
Okay. I realized she's a little bit more saturated than she is under normal lighting, so I was a little worried.
No, I'm kind of surprised she doesn't look Christmassy.
Because she's so green.
But she's not like Christmas green.
Yeah.
She's like a blue green, like a cool green.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm so glad I made McDonald's hair dark, because him having green hair and her being green would have been way too much.
Yeah, you definitely made the right call.
He was just giving me like Joker vibes, and I knew that it was bothering me, and I just didn't know like what it was. And then after I changed his hair, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us.
Every time I draw my own furries, I just get so excited about drawing paws.
It's a good thing to be excited about.
They just get bigger and bigger, and like I can't be bothered to make them smaller because I like it. It's like I'm outing myself.
No, it's very good. I just realized her forehead is so small in this panel. It's fine.
You know, I do that all the time. Just like make
You,
human beings' foreheads way too small. Like I know there's a
I think
brain
it's
up in
because
there, but my drawing does not seem to know that fact.
I'm just so afraid of giving them a big forehead that I give them no forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Not that having a big forehead is bad. It's easier for me to give them a big forehead. Especially because I want all that room to add those vintage curls. So it's like I need a big forehead to do that. Wow, noise is so incredible.
You mean
It
visual
like hides
noise?
all of, huh?
You mean visual noise?
Yeah, yeah. Like the noise effect. Just cause like I don't know, it like hides all your mistakes. It just really harmonizes the color palette.
I've never worked with noise, so I have no
I'm
opinion, but I'm happy
obsessed.
for you.
It adds a nice texture that I enjoy. Okay, finished with this page finally. Okay. Yay.
Every time like a UI element shows up on your screen, I'm suddenly reminded that you're on an iPad. I'm like, what are these giant words and huge buttons? And I'm like, oh yeah, mobile.
Yeah, one day it'd be fun to get like a big iPad, or not, like a big Cintiq or something, like a big screen.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, something about a Cintiq is scary. It's just so big. I don't know where I'd put it.
Well, and like, I feel like they're wildly overrated. Like, I feel like they're overpriced for what
Yeah.
they are. Because, like, my computer was like 1,600, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it does everything a Cintiq does and is a full-fledged computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to like plug it into another, like yet another $1,000 machine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a Cintiq is only as good as the computer you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like if your desktop computer isn't really good, then it's not going to do you any good to have a Cintiq.
Yeah, it's really scared me because I've had my laptop since 2014. Um, and it works. Oh, fuck, I don't have wood around me. Oh. 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 Um, I it still works really well. But I was talking to one of my friends who used to, help fix computers and stuff. And he was talking about how he needed a new laptop because his was like a few years old. And I was like, a few? And I was like, that puppy's still got some years left in him. And he was like, no, he's like, you should replace your laptop. Like, like it's mine's like like slowing down and everything. I was like, mine's super old then, and I'm really scared.
Well, this person is a little privileged. I mean, I keep my computers forever because you don't really need to replace them that often if they don't suck.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Yeah.
if you have to replace your computer every few years, then you probably buy crappy computers. For me,
Yeah. Or maybe
a computer is like a 5 or 6 year commitment, if not more, depending on the computer.
yeah, I was gonna say mine 2014. How old is that? Like 7 years? About?
Yeah,
Because I got it
you're
for
going on
Shilika's
7.
class. Woohoo! My sweet boy. Let me tell you the shit that this computer has been through.
I think
Too.
you should probably like give up on fixing a computer when you reach like 10 years. Like
Mhm.
7 is acceptable, 8 is acceptable, 9 to 10 you're pushing it. Let that poor thing go to the great beyond.
Now I'm poor. He has to live forever.
Well, and that's why a lot of people are opting to build their own computer, because that way when a component starts going bad or is outdated, you can just replace that component instead of buying a whole new computer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not a bad idea. It's just a lot to like research that and get started with it.
Yeah. Yeah. It is so hard to draw faces the same way over and over and over again.
You are way too critical about that for yourself. Because your faces, like, I think that they're super consistent.
That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's mostly because I did head turnarounds of them and I just traced their faces over and over.
Hey, don't say that like it's a bad thing. That's a great idea.
Yeah, but I sometimes I like try and like freehand some things and so they're like slightly off and it's like I don't mind it, but some people are super like shitty about it, and like people that like some of the webtoons that I read, I follow this webtoons Instagram page where it's like you can share your opinions on things, which is already, you're asking for a lot.
Yeah. That's
But
some big energy.
and some people are like, have you noticed how inconsistent this creator is with their faces? And it's like, you make a fucking webcomic then. Shut the fuck up.
Well, and also, like, we're not printers.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a person is capable of making something the exact same way every single time.
Yeah.
That's just
Ronan, mommy's streaming. You have to get off.
This is the part where you have to make it clear that Ronan is a dog and not a child.
Well, he's in the little thumbnail.
That's true.
Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear his breathing, but he's like eating my arm.
Oh my god. I don't think I can. Oh, yes, I
that's
can.
good.
It comes in and out.
I can't wait to listen back on the stream. See what it sounds like.
It sounds exactly like my impression of him. It sounds like uh-huh.
Ronan, get off. it would be nice to have like a spare room or something that's like that I could like put him in timeout. But he would howl and just be so sad.
I mean, Morgan, dogs can be sad. They'll recover from it.
No, dogs can't ever be sad.
They can.
It's not allowed. Ronan, just stop.
You need to get like a doggy gate for
I have
half
one.
of
It's
your
just
room.
yeah, it's just my room is such a small, weird shape that like I can't block him off from my desk.
Yeah.
But I do have one that I, will get full use out of once I have a good spot to put it. Hey, stop.
Yeah, every so often I look at houses that are wildly out of our budget and just dream of what could be. Like I saw a place that was like 5 rooms.
Oh.
And I was like, oh man. An office and a cosplay room.
If only. God, I'm gonna lose my gourd. I need to start making videos where I actually like record myself working instead of just, speed drawings.
Mm-hmm.
But my process is so chaotic. Having people watch it would be so like stressful for them, I'm sure.
I mean, there's all sorts of people, right? Like I'm sure that there's other people in the world who work the same way as you do.
Oh, I'd love to meet them so that I can ask if they're okay.
Has this hurt you? I do all my zooming and scrolling like by hand, like by clicking the little buttons in the corners, which is super dumb. But I'm so used to it that when I like think about putting it on like shortcuts or something, I'm like, oh, but then I'm gonna have to like learn how to use it. Like I'm so stuck in my dumb way.
I know. Me too. I feel that completely. Yeah, I don't do shortcuts. I should. That would probably make my life a lot easier, but here we are.
Uh-huh. That's a mood. You're gonna get really tired of me talking about iCarly. But did you hear that they're doing a reboot?
No. No.
Yeah.
How are they gonna do that without the original people?
They have Carly, Freddie, and Spencer on board.
Oh, but they don't have Sam.
They don't have Sam. Which makes me really sad.
Yeah, I loved Sam. Was she like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. She's probably just about how shitty the guy was, right?
Well, and
The
actually,
creator.
I read an article about why she said no, and it was kind of really sad. She was like, "My mom got me into acting at like 6 or 7, and by the time I was 11, it was my family's main source of income."
Mhm.
Because I guess they were really poor. And so she was like, so for me, it was like something that I was forced to do and not something that I enjoyed doing, like acting.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
yeah. And she was like, I'm so embarrassed by my roles and my acting career. And I guess her mom recently died. And she was like,
Oh my god.
because my mom's passed away, I have such a different outlook on my life and what I should spend my time on.
Jesus.
And it was like, me wants Sam. It sounded like such a stupid thing to say in the wake of that like incredibly deep and personal response.
Me what Sam?
Me love Sam. Bring back.
Yeah, cause Sam, like, uh, I feel like that actress was always kind of typecast as the delinquent character, you
Well,
know?
I guess she did that like spin-off that was Sam and
Uh-huh.
Cat, but she was the same
Yeah.
character.
Uh-huh.
Like it wasn't like she played a different role, it was just the same
Yeah.
character. And like I love Sam. I think Sam is a really cool character, but also when
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the episodes with that in mind, I do feel bad for her because there are a lot of lines that are like really flat and dumb
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the things that they give to like Spencer and Freddie and Carly,
Yeah.
because she was like mostly comedic relief.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I always liked her because she was like not super feminine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I enjoyed how powerful
Mm-hmm.
she is. Um, I do feel bad for her though.
Yeah, it was funny because as a kid, I totally identified with Sam, and as an adult, I identify with Spencer so very much.
Uh-huh. That's so funny. Oh boy.
Oh, I forget dogs have tails.
How could you forget that?
I know, I'm a fool. How dare I? Dog need tail. Very important. Very critical.
Oh,
Can hear your Discord sound.
Is Emma on?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What was the awe for?
I had my symmetry ruler on, and I didn't realize that the lines I was drawing, like, weren't actually symmetrical. So like, they drew on top of something else.
Oh.
I was just bummed that I had to redraw it again.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes.
I didn't know what you're yesing about, and then I looked up.
Yeah, I drew this profile of her when I was doing the color palette, and I just fell in love with it so much. And for some reason, whatever like art demon allowed me the gift of fine, delicate lines did not bless me again for the rest of the pages. And I just like this particular face so much that I'm just gonna, don't mind me, just gonna copy and paste that bit right in there.
I love it. Very powerful stance.
Oh no, I got such fine lines, man. It's like every time I go to do the official, it looks nothing like my sketches that I really like. It just sucks.
I mean, it still looks good though.
It's good. I'm just, what else is new? Overly critical of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Neck is so short now. What did I do? Oh, her head's supposed to be way smaller. Gosh dang it.
I don't want to draw the backside of this, but I have to.
Oh, is this the charm?
Yeah, I saw.
You're making a charm design?
I saw people doing commissions where they like draw your character and then they print it out as a singular acrylic charm. which is really cute, and I wanted to commission it, but I was like, I shouldn't spend any more money. And then I was like, wait a minute. I have 2 hands. So I'm drawing a little charm.
So funny.
It's more fun when somebody else draws it, but I'm a gremlin who needs to be stopped.
Get to build up the excitement of getting something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
What was that?
I made a mistake.
It's a good sound. I keep.
I've been.
Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say I keep watching Game Grumps, so I've just adopted their sound effects now.
That's so good. I'm so like sad now that Ding Dang Rampa is over. Like I keep being
now
like,
I need to watch that one.
new episode of Ding Dang Rampa, and then there is none because it's over. Cry.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it.
Can recommend.
Visual novels are just harder for me to get through, but I should do it.
Yeah, it's easier for me if it's like in the background while I'm doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
This dog I've made is like 90% hair. Whoops. Just can't help it but call myself out, I guess.
It's a good thing. Oh my gosh.
Keep forgetting that I'm coming over to your place tomorrow.
I keep forgetting too.
Wow.
I started trying to clean. And that's also why I didn't draw too much today.
Oh, you're fine. You got a message.
I did?
I heard the Discord go off.
Oh. Well, you could have gotten a message.
Well, it's coming through my headphones.
I mean, let me just exit out of Discord. Oh, heck. I also forget. Emma's coming around 3 to 4. Oh, I have to clean.
Quick! You gotta make it look like you clean regularly.
What are you talking about? I always clean.
Oh.
I totally don't. I'm better about like the common areas than like my room.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That's reasonable. That's like good roommate etiquette.
Yeah, my room is normally forsaken, but I like cleaning the kitchen. I actually really like Swiffering, which is like a weird thing to enjoy, but like every time we do what? What?
I just like the verb swiffering.
Yeah,
It's just a
I
very
don't know.
funny
I just
verb.
I get so much satisfaction out of Swiffering. Um, and anytime we do like roomie cleans, and real Regina's will be like, oh, we gotta Swiffer the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, I'm on it, and I get so excited. I don't know why. It's not particularly a fun thing, and I get really tired by the end of it, but I just enjoy it.
We all gotta enjoy something. When I'm making a back view, there's always this great stage where it looks like I've broken my dog.
That is really funny. Yeah, that technique really works, man. Once I figured out how to do it, it was powerful.
It was funny because I like assumed that that's how everybody did it.
I mean, as is expected, am unnecessarily complicated, so I don't do anything that's that clever.
It's not that you're unnecessarily complicated, you just accept things as your truth without thinking that you could fix it.
Yeah, but I've learned that like acceptance makes things easier to deal with.
Yes, but sometimes you can make it better. Sometimes you don't have to just accept hand drawing back views every single time.
Yeah. A lot of times I just don't draw the back view.
You terrible.
Like I think Abigail's, which is what I used that technique for, was the first time I tried to do a back view for a character.
I'm glad to have enlightened you.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
Very good.
Oh my god, why am I so bad?
You're not bad.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I've unbroken my dog.
All is well.
All as well. My dog no longer looks like he was run over by a car.
Okay. What? God, it sounds like a police chase in the background here.
Oh, like outside.
Mm-hmm.
Richmond is wild.
I
I
still remember it. Uh,
No, go for it. You still remember?
I was gonna say, at the end of GalaxyCon when we were walking and we got stopped by someone asking for money and heard gunshots within the span of like a few minutes.
Ah, Richmond.
I was like, don't you miss Richmond?
Some parts, not all.
There's just this charm.
Sure. That's what you want to call it. Certainly very charming.
What were you gonna say?
Um, oh, I was just gonna say it's probably not a car chase, but then I realized where you are. It probably is a police car chase.
I mean, this area is generally good. Everyone shits on Oregon Hill. It's not that sketchy.
Oh, there's a lot of drugs and such.
Okay, but it's Richmond. So for Richmond, it's not that sketchy.
Yeah, but that's like it's if it's Richmond, not that sketchy is still sketchy.
I mean, if you want to go and make it technical.
This is like that one time that you were like trying to argue that Richmond wasn't that bad. And I was like, no, Morgan, they're like the top, like number
Oh, was that
4
when we
in
were at
safety.
Wendy's
Uh-huh.
after a con and we
Yeah.
were looking at
You were
well,
looking
because I
at
thought that meant that it was really safe, and you were like, no, that's not a good thing. I thought it meant it was like the top like 4 safest city or
Oh
something.
no. No, no, no.
And you were like
Very much
nope.
unsafe.
And it was like the highest in terms of like drugs or something, or one
Uh-huh.
of the highest. I forget what that was.
Yeah. I don't remember either, but we were looking up a bunch of numbers. And it's bad.
Yeah, I guess.
It's the truth, Morgan. You have to accept it.
Yeah, I guess I've just gotten so desensitized. It still has that unmistakable charm to it. Not knowing if it's tires popping or gunshots.
Mm-hmm. Fun.
Hearing domestic arguments in the middle of the night.
For me, it's the planning your leave so that you don't have to walk through certain streets at dark.
Uh-huh. Yeah, apparently Jordan almost got kidnapped in broad daylight. I know this isn't helping my argument. And I wish, if I wish she was watching, because she would probably chime in, because she was on campus walking back, and apparently this guy had been following her, and she realized that he was following her, and so he was like, it seemed like he was trying to get her to like turn down a street, and she obviously didn't, but she looked and saw down the street, and there was like a van that was open with like people in it. And this was broad daylight. Like, I can't even believe.
That's bad.
Like, on campus.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I like how you debunked your own argument.
I mean, I'm not saying Richmond is like the safest, but I'm also not saying it's not Baltimore.
No, but
Yes, that's not a standard to hold ourselves
it's
to.
not a great basis of safety.
Yeah, I mean, that freaked me out, because she was like, could you come pick me up, because we were gonna walk through Hollywood. And I walk to campus all the time. And so, when she was like, can you come pick me up? And she's like, I'm really scared to walk out in daylight now, because she almost got kidnapped. And I was like, you know what? I would be really anxious too. I can't say anything. I'd be afraid to walk in broad daylight too.
Yeah, that's so gross.
And on campus too.
Yeah, imagine having the audacity
To try and do that on campus. Yeah.
in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Like, at
With
least
like a fucking murder van.
at least go around in the dead of night like a like a criminal.
Yeah. On campus too. Oh, and then I couldn't drive to her place one time to pick her up, because it was taped, like the entire Monroe Park was taped off by police cars. Because apparently someone got a really mysterious package or something. And so the police like roped off the entire area. I was like, Jesus.
Fun.
I love Richmond.
Yeah, I don't miss that part. Every time I get the like VCU police alerts, the like Richmond police, like shots fired, whatever, it always gives me a good little chuckle. I'm like, oh, Richmond.
See, I stopped getting those alerts since I got my new phone.
Oh yeah. I still have the same number.
I do too. So I don't know why I stopped getting them. Maybe they don't care about me anymore.
I mean, I'm not a student either, so they never kicked me off. I just never told them to stop sending them to me.
I never told them to stop, and I still live here, so that's why I'm like, it could still be useful for me.
I mean, you could probably turn it back on.
Oh, it's too much work.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to give VCU anything of my number, because they already spam me about, like, you're an alumni. Do you want to donate your money to your alma mater? I'm broke. Fuck you.
They stopped calling me. Um and I think it's because the last time they called me, I was like, well, considering I still don't have a job in my degree, you haven't really done much for me yet.
Oh my god.
I was just in a fighting mood.
Some almost feel spicy.
Well,
Oh
it was
my
because I had
god.
been talking to this idiot for like 10 minutes, and I was trying to be polite, and he was like, are you sure you can't give like $10 or something? And I was like, bruh, leave me alone.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. Some people.
You have taken so much of my money already. Like, I am
Hmm.
still paying school debt. And you
Yeah.
want me to donate to you? Eat shit. Go away.
Oh my god. I just got an alert from that reface app that I did where I put my face on Marilyn and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I totally forgot I could have put my face in Lord of the Rings. My free trial ended because
Oh.
it just gave me an alert that's like the new Lord of the Rings gifts to put your face on. Oh, I could have put myself on Bilbo, so I could have been standing next to Thor and Oakenshield.
I mean, how much
But
does it
what am I?
cost?
I mean, more than what I'm willing to pay,
Okay.
considering I don't have an income, really.
Yeah, but you
Uh,
have gotten a lot of entertainment out of this app.
it's incredible. I can't even begin to describe how high quality it is. What it's able to do is so funny. The and the gifts are like really fun. Like the Troy one, I the one I sent wasn't like as long, but there was one that like put my face on like a trailer long clip as Brad Pitt,
Nice.
and it was so funny. Oh, I totally looked like a buff puppy because I just had my soft face with like a 12 pack.
That's so good.
Oh, my little baby cheeks with the fierce gaze of death. Oh, it was so good.
What do you give it for it to do that? Just like picture?
Yeah, it literally just takes, you just need a frontal picture. Um, and it's like nice lighting, and it even like morphs your face in like a really realistic way to do different expressions. I was so blown away. It's crazy.
The Geralt one was the funniest to me. The
I
Geralt one got me.
don't, did I do Carol?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Hold on.
I have to look back. I'm glad that I did it because now, like when you said that, I was like, oh fuck, why didn't I do Carol?
No, you did.
I thought it was Brad Pitt.
Oh, maybe it was Brad Pitt. I thought it was Geralt.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Oh.
I didn't do Carol. Who the fuck am I? Oh
Oh.
my god. I could have put me as Yennefer. Oh my god, Lord, I could have been Yennefer with Geralt. I fucked up. It's the biggest mistake I've ever made.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god, I
I'm
could have
sorry
done
for
the
your
scene
loss.
where I'm like kissing Geralt. I'm so upset. I'm so mad.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
I can't believe I only had 3 days and I thought I hit all my bases because I was like, okay, what's everything that I love?
Why'd you go
My
Brad
face.
Pitt?
Well, I did. It's not that I loved that one. I was just, it was one of those like on the homepage. It's like, look at these gifts,
Oh.
try out these, and I was like, it'd be funny to put me on a buff man with long hair. So I just wanted to see. It's not that I don't love him. Um. Oh, I'm so mad.
I'm sorry.
I messed up. But it's a really fun app, and it's like super well done. There's a few gifts where it's like, okay, that's obviously not gonna work, but um, for the most part, it's like, I don't know, looks so good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm so upset. I can't believe I didn't do Geralt.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said it and made you aware of your mistake.
I know. I'm so sad. Oh, I could have been Bilbo and have Thorin look lovingly into my eyes. Oh, I could have relived my fan fiction fantasies.
I mean, how does it know? Like, couldn't you just make another account with another email? And like
Yeah, but
re-download it?
that's also a lot of work.
Yeah, but Morgan,
I know.
you just gotta make a list.
Before I do it.
Uh-huh. So you
I
can
tried
knock
to
them
do
all out.
me. I tried to do me in Pacific Rim, um, but it there weren't any good ones. The only ones were Idris Alba and his son in the second movie, and it's like obviously I can't do
Yeah.
that for many reasons.
Yeah.
And even doing it on Mako, the girl in the first
Yeah.
one, so I was like, I don't want to make this weird.
Yeah. The pool of people is very small. Gotta grab
Uh-huh.
that one white man.
Yeah, I think I tried it on him. Um, it wasn't a good look for me personally. So, um, yeah. It didn't let me do it. It didn't let me be a robot either. I thought that would have been funny
Oh, come
if it would have let
on.
me put my face on a Jaeger.
Why didn't it let you? That's so lame.
It's probably because they like it needs to have a face that
Whatever.
it can recognize. Uh-huh, that's my thought.
What about all the monster fuckers?
I know.
Think about them.
Oh, I did try to do the Shape of Water one, but there wasn't any of the scenes that I wanted, so
But would it let you put your face on the monster?
no, it would
Oh,
only let me do it on like the humans. I realize it
lame.
doesn't really let you do it. That's my thought.
He has a face.
Yeah. I don't know. Didn't like it.
I mean, it makes sense. It's probably because it's all procedural, but still. Sometimes I think about the fact that I give my persona fingerless gloves and feel embarrassed, and then I'm like, oh well. I'm living
Yeah.
I'm living my truth.
Yeah. Live your truth.
Fingerless gloves is just such a good look. I don't wanna anymore.
I feel that all the time.
Why do I gotta?
Ugh. I feel like it's just like a sense of obligation since we got a degree in it.
I mean, you shouldn't feel obligated, but
I mean, I also love art and can't imagine myself doing anything else.
yeah. I can't believe how well you just copy and pasted that face into the scene. I'm
Did
like,
I do a good job?
I'm like upset. I can't believe.
Yeah, it looks pretty all right.
Uh-huh.
I'm such a lazy secretary.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's a
Actually,
smart choice.
I actually feel like I went through more work to get it to blend. I just really liked the line work and everything of that one, and I haven't been able to replicate it by tracing it. So
No, it looks great. I by no means was I like making fun of you. I was saying that I'm proud of you. Very good.
I'm glad I'm trying. Yeah, I think if I just like, cause like see the line difference though, like his lines are so much thicker,
No,
and there's like
I
a
don't.
Oh, okay, maybe
You
it's
mean
just
like
me.
on the profile?
Yeah,
Like on
like
the face
so I'm
itself?
Yeah, like his lines are like you could tell that I was kind of rushing more, but her lines are so soft.
Did you do the blur
And
thing?
not on not on oh fuck.
Is that why your lines are soft? Because you did the blur thing?
Yes, but also I merged the head the line works, so now I that
You
head
can
is
just
already
select
blurred.
you can just select everything but the head and copy it to another thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just an idiot.
You're
Don't
not an
mind
idiot. It was
don't
just
mind
very.
me.
I love when I ask you a question and there's a long pause where you're like, are you fucking serious right now?
Don't mind me. I don't even know what shape I just drew.
The blob.
Don't mind me. And what am I doing? Let's. I.
You are so funny.
Cut. Paste. Okay. Okay. All right. Duplicate. Ah. Um. But even like the fuzziness of the lines, it's just like they're thicker. Like her head when I was sketching for color palettes, it was
Yeah,
just
but
so much.
look at his head in the panel before. In the panel before.
Yeah.
That looks pretty
Yeah.
similar to her head that you copy and pasted.
That's good. I think I was just sometimes I get really heavy-handed.
Oh, relax. Take a chill pill.
Can't.
I know. I know, Morgan, I know. It is not that serious. See how soft her lines are? It's almost as if they're a little fuzzy.
I know. Well, it's like they were thinner. They're like really thin.
I know they're thin, but you also had a goth and blur on them. Usually, when you're deciding on the style for something, it's a good idea to write it down so you don't forget what the fuck you did.
I mean, I knew that I did the blur. It's just I meant more so the thinness.
Okay. You knew that you did the blur, except you merged her head to the lines before adding the blur.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
This is random, but I want to go to a mall. I know we talked about this yesterday. I'm still thinking about it.
Uh-huh. A mall would be fun.
Hello, worldwide crises. Can you cut it out?
Yeah. What is this?
I like my Personi being Merle, but boy howdy is it a stupid amount of work.
Did you say for Sony?
Yeah, my Personi. You know, when something is like cute, you add an E to the end.
For Sony?
It's my Personi.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
I honestly don't know if that's something I came up with or something I picked up from someone else.
Oh, I'll have to start using that.
Yeah, right after you make yourself a Personi.
I know. I need to do a lot of things. It's, you know what's funny? I have so many furry characters, but like none that's based on me.
I know, no Personi. What the heck? Give me the Personi and no one gets hurt.
I know. I know. I'm a failure.
You're not a failure. Don't say that.
I like being dramatic.
Uh-huh. You're like a small child that like every time your parent tells you you're doing something wrong, you're like, "Oh, I'm just the worst child ever." That's the energy I get.
I just think it's funny because it always gets a reaction out of you.
Yeah, because you're insulting my good friend Morgan.
It's fine.
No.
What am I doing? I don't know. I realize I should stop doing random sounds while I'm live streaming.
Like I mean, please don't. Please continue to make your odd sounds.
I think I blame the art demon. Every once in a while, I just gotta say random sounds.
I feel that. You just gotta let it out.
Mm-hmm. Let it all out.
Let it out.
Let it all out.
Oh, I want to watch Fullmetal Alchemist.
I know, we'll have to rewatch it.
I love that dumb
I
little
haven't
blonde.
watched it. I haven't watched it since we watched it junior year of college.
Yeah, I've seen like random episodes since then, but I haven't watched it all the way through since then.
Yeah. Actually, I guess I've seen, because I started watching it with Rill because she wanted to watch it, and we got to the third episode and we stopped, and I was like, "Are you ready for the fourth episode?" And then we stopped, and I forget, and we just haven't picked it back up.
Yeah, I've seen like the first like 8 or 9 episodes a gazillion times. Because somebody enters my home and I'm like, do you want to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? Because too bad you are now trapped inside my house.
That's so funny.
And you must watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood in order to stay here.
You know which one I kind of want to rewatch too? Actually, there's a lot. I really want to rewatch Brigadoon.
I do, and also I don't.
I really do. That was so funny to me.
Brigadoon is so wild.
That one just reminds me of sophomore year.
It like I still don't quite know what the hell Brigadoon was about.
I couldn't tell you. I just know that it made me cry, like way more than it had any right to.
All I really remember is their little yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if maybe it was the mangaka's like just fantasy. Like they just wanted a robot man to come take them away.
I
And I
mean,
think that's why I enjoyed it. Because it's like safe.
I too would like a robot man to take me away.
I also want to rewatch Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann is like more important than my brain gives it credit. Like I forget about Gurren Lagann, but boy howdy is that a good anime.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I haven't watched that one since junior year either.
Yeah, I also need to catch up on the Bana anime.
But we watched Bana.
No, sorry, Beanha. Not that one. The other one with those letters.
It's so funny how similar they are.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we
no,
watched Bana.
not brand new animal, but Boku no Hero Academia.
Ugh. Yeah, what episode are you on of that one?
I honestly don't remember. I just know
The
that there
next-
was a season that came out that I didn't watch at all.
So the fourth season?
Perhaps. There wasn't a lot of
Wow.
Todoroki, so I didn't care.
I mean, that's fair. There's gonna be a lot, I think, in the next season. I mean, the manga is like keeping up with the Todorokis right now,
I
so
know it's eating me, so I don't need the silly anime anymore. I just need my peppermint.
uh, it it's like, I love that Dobby is getting all this attention, but at the same time, he's upsetting me.
You love that Dobby's getting all this attention, but you hate Dobby. Period. You hate how Dobby is.
I mean, I love him,
Uh-huh.
and I knew it's just I just have to get over that my fanon is not canon, and that's fine.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
just,
I feel like there's still some hope for him. Just he's going to jail.
are are you are you completely caught up in the manga?
I if I'm not completely caught up, I'm a chapter or two behind.
Oh, because the new chapter really like dumped some shit about
Oh,
Dobby.
okay.
I mean, it's like it sucks because like uh Endeavor is obviously like what did this to him. But like, Todoroki went through similar trauma and, was able to, what makes me sad is Dabi didn't have a Deku, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dabi didn't have a friend to be there for him to, just to like encourage him and everything. And like all Dabi had was his fucking terrible father. I don't know. Endeavor is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the point though, right?
Yeah. It's like I mean, I knew this was gonna happen because they were like building up Endeavor's redemption arc, you know? And I knew that they were gonna do this where, Dobby revealing who he is was gonna be Endeavor's downfall. Um I feel so bad for Toya, but man, it sucks that he's not the like I love my younger bro kind of dude that I was hoping, but it's fine. I still love him. I don't regret my love. It's just, it's hard sometimes. I'm talking about him like he's a toxic boyfriend, and I'm trying to justify his shitty
You're
behavior.
trying to justify your toxic relationship.
He's beautiful. It's fine.
Mm,
Baby just needs some moisturizer and therapy, and
mm,
he'll be fine.
mm.
I love him. I don't regret it. It's hard when you read some things and you're like, baby, no, don't do this, baby.
You can always have your fanon.
Yeah. Yep. He'll always be there in my fanon.
Just like Danny Phantom, trans. Harry Potter, trans.
Everyone is trans.
Hermione Granger, you guessed it, trans. Shut up, gross turf woman. I love colored lines, and I hate coloring lines.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
I do it, but I do it like super quick and messy because I like can't stand to do it for too long.
Yeah, I wanted to, but then I was like, if I'm doing a comic, there's no way.
Yeah, no, for a comic that's way too much work.
I mean, I kind of do it in this scene. I add like a purplish kind of tint just because it's supposed to be like dreamy, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't individually color like her hair's gonna have this color and her skin's gonna have this color. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for that.
Very fair.
Oh, it's so funny because Victor takes me longer to color because he's got so much eyeshadow and makeup, and I just think that's funny that he takes me longer to put his makeup on than her. Because like guys in the 20s wore makeup, um, especially in like movies and stuff. They would like there. I saw this article or something that was talking about how like in order for because the nature of the black and white, it kind of flattened their face, so guys contoured, so to give the illusion of shape to their face.
Mm-hmm.
And they would add like green and blue colored makeup to their skin to add the illusion of tone to the black and white. So when you would look at their face in color, like they would take photographs of them, their lips were like black and they had like crazy dark eyeshadow and like under eyeshadow, and it was like they looked horrifying in real life, but on camera they looked normal.
Mm-hmm. That's wild.
It was all just an illusion of the camera.
Sometimes, sometimes I'm a small child and I forget that just because the content we have of that time is in black and white does not mean that they lived in black
It was
and
in
white.
black and white.
Because every so often I think about how like they also saw the same things in the world in the same colors.
Uh-huh.
It's wild.
We just, you know, don't see it that way.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think about that too in like classical times.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all of their statues and stuff were painted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we just see it all worn away. Um,
Well, and bleached.
yeah. Um, but yeah, that's why I love seeing the recolor things where people will like add color to like video, like really old videos from like the Edwardian era and the Victorian era.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so neat to see.
Stuff from those eras is so wild because sometimes I'll like watch videos and stuff on YouTube where they're like, this wallpaper had poison in it
Oh, I know.
and everybody died, and it's like, Jesus Christ, nothing is safe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I told you about the radium girls, right?
Yeah.
How they were like, they literally thought radium would cure cancer, and they
Mm-hmm.
would like put it in their water and shit.
Yeah. No, I know. And the wallpaper thing is a real thing.
Oh yeah, arsenic. It was like
Yeah.
the Shields green or something.
Yep, yep.
Um, and some like the guy that did the color knew that it was arsenic and knew that arsenic was like banned in some areas because they were like, women are just dying because they're at home all the time.
Uh-huh.
And maybe it's the green, and especially because it would be in their dresses and on in their like dishware and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw
those poor
one
people.
where there was also like something in the baby bottles or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, because the baby bottles they had these like the tubes
Mm-hmm.
like would get like mold and bacteria would build up in it, um which is just crazy. I mean, and
Yeah.
their toys had lead.
Uh-huh.
I follow a lot of vintage fashion YouTubers, and they'll just talk about like how not historically accurate a lot of like historical movies are and stuff. And I just like they're so educated in it. They'll break things down to like the bodice detailing or like this corset isn't accurate because this is how the actual corset would have been put on. Like, it's really fascinating and you learn a lot. And this one, I'll have to send one of the videos. It's so funny because she like makes fun of like the makeup YouTubers, and so she'll do YouTube to makeup tutorials in the style of like the Elizabethan era or like the Edwardian era. So she'll be like, okay, so I just got this new lead paint and it's all the rage right now. And so she'll just go in and like, you know, obviously it's not real lead paint, but she's just like spoofing.
Right.
And she's like, now we're gonna do a nice cadmium blush. The queen has like put this in style and it's really exciting to see how it might look. And she's like, oh, and don't forget to put it on your lips. And she's like, I'm so excited for this new fashion trend. Hopefully I don't die this winter from starvation, so I'll be able to wear it for the summer.
Oh my god.
Like, so it's just so good. I lost it.
Hopefully I don't die of starvation.
It was just, and she would do like clothing ones too. So she's like, I just got this from my mistress who just died of the plague, and I'm really grateful because it's such like nice high quality clothing. It should keep me warm this winter if I don't also die of the plague. Oh, it got me.
Shit was so fucked.
Yeah, I would not.
So
I just
wild.
think about like, especially in the case of the radium girls, like I would have loved that job. You know, like being an artist and like your job was to paint things and you got paid for it. That could have been me. You know, like that could have been us. Like you just sat and painted all day.
Yeah. Rotted your jaw.
Uh-huh.
See you later.
And they all the girls too were in their like teens and 20s.
Yeah, because
and
like
the
a
saddest
good group of them, like the ones who didn't die, lived for a while into contemporary times, didn't they? Because there was some
I
that
think
like lived into the.
I think there was a small handful, and it was because they didn't work there that long, so they weren't exposed to as much. But anyone who had worked there for like multiple years died. I mean, they didn't die immediately because
Right.
it was a really slow, painful death.
They like
but
developed cancer, yeah.
Yeah, or their jaw fucking fell off. I can't even imagine. But yeah, I think a few of them did. And it was because of them, you know, that they were able to get workers' compensation rights. And really, I mean, that situation changed the game for worker safety.
I mean, as it should.
Right. It just sucks that so many women had to suffer horrible deaths. Also, their families, because you know their families were exposed. Especially like children. And because they said that they did like a UV test, and the like everything that those girls touched glowed in the dark. Like I can't even imagine how much their house was just full of radium.
What's also wild to me is that like you find a substance, it glows in the dark. You don't immediately think, this might be toxic.
Well, they didn't know. So Marie Curie like pioneered inventing or like discovering radium. They didn't even know about radioactivity then. Like
Right.
they like the common man had no clue. So they see this stuff that glows in the dark and they think it's like magic. I
Yeah, I
mean,
guess
like to us now,
magic is a good way to put it.
I mean, because like they saw this and was like, oh my god, like we can use this in the war effort. You know, like we can put it in water. If it glows in the dark, it must have like amazing magical properties. It can cure all these illnesses. Like they saw this shit glow and were like blown.
Yeah.
But now with the experience we have with radioactivity, of course if it glows in the dark, we're like, oh, what the fuck is in that?
Uh-huh.
And even Marie Curie died of radiation exposure
Right.
over time. And she was, you know, like safer with it, but to an extent, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, if you're working directly with it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I can't even imagine. They put that shit in children's toys too.
That's such a bummer that you're like, oh man, magic. Fucking.
It turns out to kill you.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, and like even, you know, because we wouldn't have a lot of the technology that we do now if it wasn't for, you know, that era and, you know, the rapid increase of technology of the Edwardian era. But like, holy shit, man. they there was a lot of scary stuff. Like apparently spontaneous combustion of like homes and appliances was super common because they would just pump their houses full of ammonia because of their really primitive fridges.
And I also heard that like the amount of electricity that they put into their homes was like super high because they didn't realize that like an electrical current is dangerous.
Well, they didn't even have protection on the wires.
Right.
They were just like the metal wires. And so they had no concept of what electricity actually was. They just knew that things lit up. It's just crazy.
They do in fact light up. However, there's a bit more to it than that.
Yeah. I think it wasn't until the 30s that they actually started putting protection on the coils or on the wires.
Not great. Not a good choice.
Maybe the 20s. I could just be blowing that out of my ass, but it was like not the Edwardian era. Yeah, it was wild.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, and then I even think about like all the like jobs that were available for people sucked.
Yeah.
Like even like chimney sweeps died horrible, painful deaths. I just there was no peace.
To be fair, that one makes sense.
Right.
If you climb up into a chimney, you may be opening yourself to certain dangers.
Well, and the sad thing is that it was like kids that would get like taken or like kind of coerced into coerced, whatever the word is, I don't know, into like doing these terrible jobs because they either didn't have a family or they didn't or they needed to make money for their family. And so they were horribly mistreated by the, whoever was in charge.
Mm.
Like sometimes they would just like leave the kid in the chimney and not like help. Like, I'm sorry.
Jordan's in the chat. She says people fried themselves with self-healing electric tubs.
You came in at the right time, Jordan. We were just talking about all the people that died horrible deaths in the Edwardian era. Even like, have you seen like the really primitive vibrators?
No.
Like they had, oh my god, so they had vibrators. It was like made in the Edwardian era because they came up with they discovered electricity. It looks horrible. It looks horrifying. And so women would die from the vibrators.
Oh my god, no. Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It looks like a science fiction gadget from hell. It's horrifying looking.
That is the worst way to go.
I know. You just want to have a good time and
just want to wank it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, they were horrific. They look like demented hair dryers, but with like no protection.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, they moved and everything. They're really scary.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Jordan's right on your wavelength.
Yeah, it's crazy to me, like the inventions that they were trying to do. They were like, oh, we discovered electricity for the first time. Let's do all these crazy batshit things without like any like actual knowledge of what these things are.
I love that one of their priorities was vibrators. Very good.
Yeah. It was deadly though.
Thrust. Oh my god. Imagine dying by thrusting vibrator.
I mean, imagine though, like you live in this era and you like, that's like the first ever. It's not like now where we're like, oh yeah, like a vibrator exists. But back then they had no idea what that concept is. They were just like, I want something to go up there and do that job. But I mean, what do I do?
Morgan, I assume people put other things up there.
I mean, I'm sure.
Before
it's just like
vibrators.
Wild. I mean, I'm sure, but like just the I don't know, the concept of like an electric one for the first time is really scary.
It moving is a lot to take in.
I know. I'll have to show you a picture because it's a lot. They look horrifying. I feel so bad for the women of that time period.
Uh-huh. They really did have it rough.
Yeah. Well, even like corsets were shit on by men, but corsets were actually really beneficial for women.
How so?
So corsets were made for women to help support their posture, but also just to align their spines better and to help support the weight of all their clothes. Mm-hmm. It was very healthy for them, and when they were done right and slowly training the waist, it was completely safe. And what happened was men saw this and made fun of it and started making caricatures of the women with like the tiny waists. And so women then succumbed to the ideals of female beauty, thinking, oh my god, if this is what I have to look like, then I should cinch my waist in more. And it became unhealthy for them. And so it was really just men making fun of this wonderful invention made by women for women. Um, yeah, I kind of was interested in trying one for my posture. Like, they're good for you. It's just like if they're not done safely and slowly, then that's how you get complications. And so women just were so, I don't know. It was horrible. Like, men ruined it.
Yeah,
Big surprise.
I guess I always thought about corsets in the context of like the rearranging organs and like messing with their bodies and shit.
Right, right. But that's just because of again, they saw all of this propaganda and images in the magazines and everything of like women with these ridiculous waists, and it was men making fun of them. But they saw all of these and they were like, okay, this is what I need to look like. So it's just so sad because a lot of them did it really in healthy ways, but just got fucked up.
Mm.
And I didn't realize this until I was listening to those fashion YouTubers that were like, no, please stop shitting on corsets. It's like they're actually really good for women and they were invented by women for women. Because they just needed help supporting up all those clothes. And the corset would help. And like movies have, promoted this stigma on them, that women faint and everything, and it's like they never put them on like that. Like they never tightened the laces to the point that they couldn't breathe. I feel so bad for women is I guess the moral of the story, because throughout like everything that was made for women was like shit on by men.
I mean, not much has changed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just about doing it responsibly and safely. Yeah, yeah, and it's a good point, Jordan. They like, and women made them. Like it was designed, obviously for them. So women were in charge of designing and making them. So it really helped, give them business in a time when that was, really hard for women to do.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I never knew that they could be beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah, they were very good. They helped women so much in so many ways. It's just a shame because all of the things that we see that are criticizing them is promoted by men. To like make fun of them, because God forbid a woman feel confident in something that she's wearing.
God forbid. We can't have that.
No. I'm actually enjoying how this page is turning out so far. That's a rare thing.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I do want to get a corset maybe one day. It would be nice to try it. I just have to do a lot of research because I don't know enough. Or like a waist trainer of some kind. I don't know. And I'm glad that I, learned about the stigma and, that it's wrong, because I was gonna have a scene in my comic that kind of made fun of corsets, because they're all dancers. And then I watched the video on like on the history of corsets and you know, and the debunking the myths, and I was like, oh man, I should not promote, you know, continue to promote this stigma.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to rewrite that scene. I'm just not gonna have it in there. So I want to have a way for the corsets to be more empowering for the dancers.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. Victor looks white here, but he's not. I know that it's because he's on like a darker, like this color that I'm coloring is purple, but it looks like orange, which is wild to me. Color, oh my god.
that is exactly the mood. Color is, oh my god.
I am so bad at color.
No, you're not. Color is just a lie. It's just not real.
Look at this, it's orange, but it's purple.
I mean, you can make it more purple if that's what you want.
No, because it's like the same, you know, it's his skin tone. It's just he looks, and it's not like it's light either. It's like, oh, see, it looks darker. Oh my god, that's scary. If you take away the background, oh, come back. Um, that's his skin tone. I'm just always worried about accidentally making him too light sometimes because he's supposed to be dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to seem like I'm whitewashing him because I want him to be dark.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
people change color based on the lighting situation, so you can make him darker if you want him to be darker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just, it's weird for some reason the color didn't seem that light to me until this particular image, but I haven't added in his darker shadow tone yet. So
Mm-mm.
I've been doing gradients on his face. And I really like gradients. The problem is it kind of makes adding shadows, like different lighting situations for him, more difficult because I really like having the gradient on his forehead. So I have
Mm-hmm.
to figure out how I'm gonna change it for different things. I don't know, I just like gradients a lot.
Uh-huh.
To,
Good choice.
I mean, I could just do the gradient on his face with like a rim light and not stress about doing different lighting situations for him.
That sounds like a plan. Go with that.
It's so funny. He looks so much lighter.
Color isn't real.
It's, it's a lot to take in.
I don't want to draw Merle anymore.
Well, I got excited for a second because I was like, oh, two people are watching. And I was like, oh, I'm the second person.
Are you though? On Twitch, it doesn't
On
count
YouTube?
me as a watcher.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about YouTube.
Guess what? Now you have 3.
Oh heck.
It's me. I
That's
wanted
so
to see
funny.
if I can see who's in the chat or who's watching. But it may be something only you can see. You're right, Jordan. What even is YouTube?
Fuck if I know.
Okay, it does count you as a watcher.
Yeah, I thought so. So funny.
Because I'm subscribed to you on YouTube, it gives me notifications when we're streaming, which is really funny to me because it's like, yeah, I know. I was there.
Oh.
I love that you have this like spooky looking wolf man who's just like sweeping her off her feet.
Listen, am
You're
I
such
not
a
a monster fucker?
I was gonna say you're such a dirty little monster fucker.
Well, I just like I'm so tired of like the monster guys getting kicked to the curb.
Morgan,
Like,
I support
no,
you
man.
110%. I just think it's funny.
Uh-huh. I mean, I'm glad. That's like the whole vibe that I wanted was like I just like to turn that trope on its head.
Mm-hmm.
Going straight to Bone Town, baby. I know, I sure do, Jordan. I'm so angry that we live in such a generic world with no monster men.
Where's the diversity?
I know.
I wish Paint Tool Sai had brushes. So I didn't have to do this by hand every time.
It doesn't have brushes?
I mean, it has brushes, but you can't like
make brushes.
Yeah. You can like make
Gotcha.
presets, but you can't make. I mean, that's not true either. You can technically make custom brushes, but they aren't like sophisticated.
Yeah.
They're just very simple.
Yeah, Jordan and I watched Hal's Movie Castle together. And it was so funny. He's just thirsting. Predictable. Like, it's so funny to me because you know how like when his hair isn't blonde anymore, he thinks he's hideous. And so in his anger, his hair turns to black. And that's when it piques my interest. I was like, Morgan has now entered the chat. Excuse me.
See, I have the exact opposite experience.
You feel the loss with him.
I'm just sad. I'm just sad, and also the entire time he's throwing that tantrum, I'm like, ugh, you suck. Shut up.
Well, and he's like way better in the movie than the book. Like the book, he's even worse.
Bad.
Like I don't know how recently you've seen House Moving Castle, but you know there's this scene where she's kind of harassed by those two guards, and he shows up to like help her. In the book, he's the one that catcalls her and harasses her.
Oh, bad.
And I'm so glad that Hayao Miyazaki changed that. Because there's no way that we would have sympathized with him.
Right. We would have been just like, this asshole.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's how I watch the whole movie, is I'm just like, this dumb asshole.
And it's like in the movie though, he's like vain and like bratty, but like he's not like a bad person. In the book, he's like straight up a bad person. And I mean, yeah, like, he has a redemption arc, but Hal in the movie, at least, like, you understand because like um um to Jordan. When he turns into the monster, we were both like, okay, but like this is a kink though. um but yeah, in the movie, like, you realize that he had his heart taken by the fire demon. So like he never really had the chance to, like, he's still very much like a child in temperament. So it's like I can sympathize a little bit. Like he's more of like a baby that you can make fun of. But yeah, in the books, I could not believe how different he was.
Yeah, I guess
Like
I just like can't handle whiny characters.
I mean, that's fair. He does get a lot better as the movie goes on.
Yeah.
I honestly find his tantrum hilarious, so I don't think it bothers me as much.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I think most people find it hilarious, but the entire time I'm like, ugh, shut up.
Yeah. At least
Shut your
his like
trap.
he only had that one like really bad tantrum.
Well, that, and then he
But
like throws a little pout, a pity party for himself at some point in his room or
I
something.
when he doesn't want milk.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I don't see the point of living if I can't be beautiful. I just thought that was hilarious. I was like, what a fucking baby. Can't even drink his milk. Yeah. um but yeah, he is very pretty. I realized how much I was subconsciously inspired by Hal when I was designing Victor. Especially now as I paint his hair fucking dark blue, black.
I mean, that's just your aesthetic, though.
It is.
Yeah, I just wish that I liked Howl's Moving Castle, because everyone loves it.
Yeah, I mean, we like what we like, and there's no shame in not liking it.
Yeah, I also really love, oh my god. I had it in my brain and then it just went away. The Miyazaki movie where
Princess Mononoke.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love Princess Mononoke.
I love that movie, especially there's that one scene that people have been using as a meme lately where she like holds a knife to his throat and he goes, "You're beautiful."
Uh-huh.
I love it.
That was
It's
very good.
so good.
It's very good.
I have two character types. It's sweet boy and girl who could crush me. And they did both of them.
In one scene.
That's all I needed.
It's so good.
In one whole scene, they gave me both. My gender is that one scene in Princess Mononoke. She holds a knife to his throat and he says, "You're beautiful."
Oh my god. Oh, I've been forgetting to add the red line under his eye. so upset. Yeah. Princess Mononoke is so good. I think that was the first ever. I saw that movie when I was in elementary school. And it traumatized me as a child.
That's a bit
I don't think
early.
I don't think I should have watched it as a child.
I googled Princess Mononoke, you're beautiful, and one of Google, go away. And one of the a couple of the images are Fire Emblem houses, 3 houses.
Uh-huh.
So Jordan, if you need content.
Oh my god, my iPad's on 5%, so it might accidentally die on me. It's charging, but like, the iPad is dumb because you'll be working on it and it drains the battery while it's plugged in.
Well, I should probably get some stuff tonight anyways, so we'll be on your iPad's time.
Well, it's on borrowed time, so it could go at any moment.
One of these your beautiful memes is just a Dobby.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. You're gonna have to share that one.
It's a Dobby Hawk.
Hot wings.
Hot wings.
I'm so that ship tanked. Oh, I'm so sad.
I want to post images in. Can I not post images in Twitch? Lame. I want everyone to see the ship posts. I guess I could just pull them up on my drawing computer. Instead of staring at this dog's ass.
Oh my god.
Where did Dobby go?
Now it looks like I'm the one looking at the
There he is. Okay, go down. Click Dobby.
It's not me, it's you.
Oh, it's me?
But it's like on my screen.
I'm sorry, I used the wrong tab.
No, it's really funny. You're like, go down. I'm like, but it's not me.
Oh. Dang it. Okay.
Wait, you didn't see the Dobby?
Because I clicked off of it before you said anything. Because my...
But
I know, I'm going back! I'll get you your Dobby.
Dobby. Dobby.
I just didn't mean to steal your screen.
Oh, I don't care. I'm literally just painting my fucking wolf, man. Don't mind me.
Oh, it's really small.
I do love that your screen is just a dog's ass.
There you go, Morgan.
But I can't see it.
Oh, it's on stream.
Oh, there it is. That's so good. Oh my god. People are so good.
I've got more content for you.
Oh, please.
It's those good boys.
Is it the fantasy? Oh no, they put them in the.
They put them in the Princess Mononoke outfits.
That's so good. Oh my god, I would totally watch a retelling of that movie with Deku and Todoroki.
Listen, I would watch anything that's Totodeki.
Oh, I love them so much.
Me too. There's the other doggy.
Oh my god, this one's. Oh, that disaster. So predictable. I love him so much.
Here's the one
There's
for Jordan. I gotta please my audience.
You do.
Our audience of one.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh, there's 3 people watching, but it's you, isn't it?
It's probably me. I don't know your ship, Jordan, but here's a ship. All of this art has been very good. Thank you, Internet.
I don't know if you've seen the anime. Is that Felix and Sylvain?
It is indeed Felix and Sylvain.
My god.
I've also passed a few Bakudekus and Totobakus that have made me sad. God. Bring me the Totodeku.
I know.
I yearn.
I crave.
My blue lion's voice. I have another beautiful one for you, Jordan. I'm distracted now. Can't work anymore. Can only give Princess Mononoke beams.
That's the new stream from now on.
New stream.
Oh my god.
We please our audience of one, Jordan.
So funny.
Also good.
Oh, I feel like I'm wearing my nib down. Just pressed so hard.
Yeah, Jordan, I don't know how you feel about this ship, but I saw Dimitri and I felt that I had to put it up there.
Just wait. Once they remake Awakening for the Switch, it's gonna be all over for me.
Will they? Will they?
They fucking better.
I feel like it's too new of a game.
Awakening?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that new. I think they're doing like remakes and then new ones and then remaking.
Right, but the remakes they've done so far are really old titles.
I just want to have tea with Longku.
I know.
Longku is my kink.
He's not a kink, he's a normal ass boy. I feel like, yeah, Jordan, I just feel like the remakes they've done have been like the Game Boy games and stuff so far, right? So it's gonna take them a while to get to 3DS.
I'll be waiting. I may be 40 by the time, but I don't care.
But you will relive your Your youth,
My
goddammit.
youth. Uh-huh.
I was gonna say childhood, but you're not a child.
I've been simping Wanku since I was a child.
Goose potato peeler, bro.
That one meme of him fucking gets me every time. Like, this is the face of a man who has nothing left to lose. It was so funny when I named it Big Dick Energy, and it was like Bonku's Big Dick Energy broke, and I was like, oh no.
Oh
no. It was never the same after that.
Poor Long.
It's all fun and games till you lose your big dick energy.
He didn't even lose it. It broke.
He's a broken man. He's never gonna be the same. It's okay. I give that bitch a bronze bow and he could still kill a man, so. Oh, my husband.
Yeah, I love the furries in Fire Emblem, because all you gotta do is give them a rock.
Uh-huh.
And they destroy.
That's my thing, is like Awakening had the best characters. They have to remake it.
I mean, I'm sure they'll remake it eventually. It'll probably take a while.
No.
Broken dick. You're right, Jordan. You're right. I'm glad that you mentioned that you felt like you were wearing down your nib, because I just realized that I've like never replaced this nib.
Yeah, I didn't think that it would be a problem, but it does.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I don't have any nibs for this pen. I just have Wacom nibs.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I have to go find stupid pieces of plastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It got to the point where it just wouldn't register lines anymore, and I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Lenovo. Jerks. Yeah, because my little nib is super worn down. Whoopsies.
Whoops.
I forgot that was something you're supposed to do. Whoopsies. I am not very smart.
It's okay. Me either. We've established this.
$39. Get out of here, Lenovo.
For a nib?
Uh-huh.
For
like a pack of them. Little pieces of plastic. Jerks.
A lot of times I just don't really. I'm sure the lighting things I do aren't accurate and don't make sense. But I kind of like the way they look.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? We're not scientists, we're artists. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah. Okay, that looks okay.
Okay. I think I need to get myself ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
If that is okay with you.
Totally. I mean, my my uh iPad was probably gonna go any second, so.
That's a mood. Alrighty. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Jordan. With our memes. Oh, I've lost Morgan. I think her iPad died. I'll go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for coming. Night, y'all.